Hi, Mr. Foley.
You can call me Dick.
Alright, I'm your nurse. I'm going to be looking at your wound before we go into surgery. Now, what are you getting surgery on today?
Surgery on my foot.
Somebody call the doctor!
What happened?
I was doing an assessment on the patient and he just passed out. I think he went septic.
All right. Call Torres, tell her we're going to the OR now.
Alright.
Okay, marking the site now.
Are we going to do a timeout?
There's no time. Scalpel.
Hi, Dick. I'm just coming in to check on you. Surgery went really well. How are you feeling?
I'm good. I'm just having trouble, like, wiggling my toes. Are they wiggling?
Wiggling your toes? Dick, you had a foot amputation.
I was clearly supposed to have 2 toes amputated.
Well,
Are you stupid? My whole foot?
I'm really sorry. I don't know.
Dick, I checked the documentation. It said you were supposed to get your entire foot amputated, not your 2 toes.
Well, I had diabetic foot ulcers on 2 toes, so I was only supposed to get 2 toes removed. Now I have no foot. My quality of life is ruined, and I'm suing. This is stupid.
We will provide you with the best lawyer this hospital has to offer. We'll give you the best occupational therapy, the best physical therapy, and we'll cover everything. We'll even get Jayco in here to make sure that this never happens again.
You guys are gonna go bankrupt. I'm suing.
Krista, we need to file an incident report, and when you file this report, make sure you write everything that happened at what time. It'd be very specific. We need to get everything right and documented correctly since we already made that mistake once.
Okay, sounds good.
Hello, I am the lawyer here to represent Dick Foley in the case versus Grayslow Memorial Hospital. Due to the circumstances of 5 and 6, my client here was only supposed to have 2 toes amputated, but instead had his whole entire foot amputated. What led for this to happen?
The surgeon didn't want to take a timeout, so we didn't know how to clarify what surgery was being done.
Okay, so the surgical site wasn't marked as precisely as it should have been due to the rapid decline in the patient.
I went into the room after Krista called me in. I checked the documentation and nobody documented any of the steps of the surgery. So then I called the surgeon and the surgeon didn't know what was going on either.
I am Tracy. I'm a representative of Jayco. We need to talk about the instance with the Dick Foley case. An event like this should never, and I repeat, never happen. First things first, this event will be reported to the hospital board and to Jayco for further review. As soon as they reach a decision, we will have another meeting for punitive action. But in the meantime, none of you will go near a patient, touch a patient, absolutely nothing. Furthermore, I'm going to talk to you about how this happened and the safety guidelines that we need to put in place so we don't put any more patients at risk. First, we need to make sure that the patient is properly marked no matter what the circumstance, even if it is an emergency. One way we can improve on this is to let the patient be involved in marking the area. We know that Dick would have marked it so well he would have only lost his toes and not his entire foot. Second, we need to make sure that throughout the entire process we are checking over paperwork and completing checklists. This way, if we do this, we can see mistakes before they can't be undone. These checklists are in place for a reason, and that is to make sure that we keep all patients safe during the entire hospital stay. Lastly, before any cuts occur, we will have a timeout in place. Right before you make the first cut, you will stop. Do checks on the site and the patient and make sure to communicate with your team. Once everything has been checked for one last time and your team are on the same page, the surgery may begin.